slightly side with Cypher just because of his more purebred sort of dual pedigree. But it's going to be really, really tight. These guys are playing crazy quick at the moment, and I'm keen to see. They're picking champions right now, though, Jason. We've got Ruins, where we've got a clutch each, plus a Ranger for Xron, Ranger for Cypher. Galena going to be matched with... could be either Visor or Galena, I suspect. Yeah, it's going to be the Galena as well for Xron. So we've got another mirror matchup.
Oh, so double Galena. I was a little sad to not see Nyx like we saw Kilson using before. Played extremely well with it, actually. When he was up against Ron.
Oh, he was great with it, right? His Nyx was awesome. Like, I was surprised by actually how effective he was with it, even when he wasn't even picking compositions with clutch. It was really, really cool from Kelson. And after his last win, we could see more of him.
I'm curious to see, though, how this is going to go, because Ron, I mean, he started the series against Kilson, like, phenomenally, but he started to kind of taper off after he won the first 2 rounds. Excuse me, on Blood Covenant, and his rails seemed to be really hit or miss
Whoa.
as the series went on against Kilson, so...
Yeah, you're right. His aim's going to need to be on, because Cypher's is. Xron was just kind of surprised by Cypher's presence for a moment, but he went through that slipgate and said his goodbyes pretty quickly. Xron now has all of the necessary weapons. Although we've seen him use a lot of tri-bolts, so maybe that is going to be very impactful for him.
Well, I'm still attached to Cypher at the moment. Should take around look at Xron as I see how many totems he's got down. Only 1 currently for him. He just did a nice round of Cypher, so it's a little bit of semblance of control, and it's a second one, so definitely has that control now, and prevents Cypher from even transitioning into that mega health. So just 2 rails out of Xron, and it's giving him full control of the map.
He heard you. He was like, "You saying bad stuff about my rails, because I'm going to change your mind right now." He might. Is he going to figure out that he's over there? Cypher's taking a very defensive position. You're very vulnerable if they know you're there. But fortunately, he was able to keep secrets from Xron.
Oh, Xron's coming up, jump pad. Cypher's not going to hit that rail shot, but looking to scare him away with that Dire. Both of them actually missing rails here. Considering how many have been fired off, it could have been death for either one of them here, but that's going to be fine. Xron connected another one, and Cypher 3rd on health and nowhere to run. Dire in 3 seconds if he can hold on. Won't matter though, Xron's going to get the chase, get the kill. And you know what? Get mega health off the back of this.
That was really nice as well. I'm just going to have to be a bit careful over here because he hasn't got anything to follow up. No totems really to work with as such. Only just raw stack. Cypher's going to get a lot of armor. In that previous fight, Cypher really shouldn't have pushed forward towards the jump pads down to the heavy, because it was a very easier for attack for Xron once he realized that the Dire Orb was gone. Dire Orb basically means, alright, you can either get a burst damage, you can get the frag, or you can just move away and waste Xron's time and possibly even get the run around and pick up the items he wants to go for.
Oh,
now
Cypher drops.
Totem comes out, but it's not going to have any effect at all. And Cypher was 2 stacked anyway. There was no chance a kill was happening from Xron.
Helps when he got the shield too, and he actually spots out his opponent here. Shotgun account, 66 damage. Trying to look for the trade shots here. 50 health, 30 remaining for Cypher, but they're actually playing Ring Around the Rosie with the pillars. And Xron's going to get the cleanup kill. As you're saying before, the shield being used to get a kill, but pretty much leaves you vulnerable when the player respawns back in.
Issue for Cypher is, now he's on Galena, he's got to try and go for a kill very soon because Galena's extremely ineffective versus a clutch. Gonna try and find some damage. Oh, he's gonna get a bit of a surprise there. Xron doesn't really reward himself with much damage, but he's got the shield back up, and Cypher's gonna have to be very smart about what he does next. Cypher's gonna know the hazards on the map.
It's not like Cypher can play the long game either. 2 minutes left to go, and he's got to pick up a frag here. He's got a great rocket. And Xron does jump down, but the shield's going to come in. He's going for the chase. LG versus LG, and Xron's still chasing with no HP, but with 21 HP left for Cypher, he's got to be so careful. Totem comes down, he's going to get healed. And Xron will lose his life, and that's going to be Ranger versus Galena, but that was so close.
I'll tell you, one of the big deciding factors in that fight is that Xron got caught a little bit on sort of the stairs or the wall as he was trying to go into the heavy room, and it slowed down his movement enough that Cypher could position himself by the bounce pad and waste a little bit more time of that shield that Xron put up. And if that hadn't have happened, I think Xron might have had the space needed to secure a kill. Either way, Cypher's looking great, and he's got the chase anyway. All that pre-damage, and there's Xron walking right into him.
Warning. Prepare to fight.
There you go. Cypher starting off strong here. We kind of wondered what kind of Cypher's going to show up today. Well, you know what? He's put up 2-0 against Sparty. And he's on track to maybe do the same as Xron, though I am setting that a little bit early here.
Yeah, this is super early right now. Cypher definitely looking good, but I'm gonna give Xron the benefit of the doubt for the moment. Let's see how he warms up or warms into to Ruin's his map pick.
So I think Xron missed the jump twice on I to get towards Rocket, but because of that, it actually allowed him to get a shot off onto Cypher with the rails, so it works out in the end for him.
It's a happy accident. A happy accident.
Yeah. Bob Ross in it.
That's it. Sometimes you just have to. Is Xron setting up the heavy now?
Xron Ross. Sorry, I'm still stuck on that.
It was nice for Xron to go for the heavy armor actually, because Cypher, the one major factor of his stack that he's lacking is that extra armor. Xron should be aware that he's probably not even at his natural stack.
And Cypher just threw away that dire orb too.
It kind of telegraphs where his position was for that moment, so interesting choice to do that. Still a couple of seconds until that heavy's up. Cypher's forced to push forward, otherwise he's going to take a lot of extra damage. And now Xron, is he going to rocket jump to get himself to Mega? Oh, Cypher gets himself to rail. I don't know if he wanted to go there or if he wanted to go to the upper area. That's actually not a move I see very often, if at all.
Great rail out of him though. Helps equalize damage here. Switch to the LG. He's actually zoomed in with the LG. Just kind of runs around Xron. Gets a clean kill.
Yeah, that LG was really, really strong there. Xron had nothing to do just then. He's got himself the Ranger, where he'll pick up the heavy. But that fight was pretty awful for him. He kind of ran at him, took a rail, and didn't really have much extra to say. LG from Cypher, even though Xron outstacks him, he's got to fear this. The dire orb comes in as well. And it's a domination still from the Belarusian.
And it seemed like, that was a great initial rail out of Xron with the Ranger. But then it seemed like Cypher just called his bluff there. The aggression just charged straight into him, forcing him to miss another rail. And then it was easy pickings from there. Cypher's off to a strong start, as you mentioned, the Belarusian here. And again, he hasn't won a tournament in Quake Champions, albeit there hasn't been that many. But he hasn't had the performance that he's personally wanted over the course of this game. And he's looking for his first victory here. That was 100 damage, and that might be a dead clutch.
Wow, that was close. That shield just protecting him on the side. Count himself a little bit fortunate then. But the heavy's up, and Xron's going to realize he might have to just leave the room completely. We could get a full chase. What a rail shot from Cypher.
Xron's got no health. Cypher gets the jump up. And Garen's the corner with the LG.
Easy for Cypher right now.
Yeah, this is looking way too easy for Cypher. I hope if Cypher gets through to tomorrow or to Sunday, I hope this isn't the peak of his tournament. I hope he continues to keep playing this well throughout the rest of the weekend here, because he's looking insanely strong.
Well, of course, for the Group A guys, you've got that sort of day in between. You can practice, you can hone your skills a little bit more, watch what's happening over in Group B, and pick up some more ideas of what to do in the playoffs. Of course. On the flip side, Group B gets that extra practice day now.
Yep. And also, when you're in Group A, well, Group A and B, the way it works is the two first places get seeded for semis, obviously opposite of each other, and then seed 2 of Group A plays against seed 3 of Group B, and vice versa. So who you're going to be going against. Obviously, when that day ends, and you have the ability to practice for that player.
Xron's really trying to kind of assert himself a bit against Cypher and get some damage, but he's missing important shots. And although Cypher's not enormously stacked, almost taking totem damage. Although he's not enormously stacked, he's still not able to do a whole lot. Cypher's got the run of the map. He's going to get himself the heavy. He's looking very strong now. And you can see Xron trying to find some damage. Dire Orb comes up, and Xron is forced to look at it, because otherwise, if he goes through, there is a route to the mega health.
Also potential for a lot of damage too. Xron backs away. He gets the Mega. Heavy coming up in 8 seconds. Cypher gets a nice little trade there, but I think he's giving up Heavy off of this.
Yeah, he's got an okay armor stack himself, so he'll be okay with the trade, and also just well informed as to what he's got to do to Xron to secure that kill. Nice little dodge towards the wall for the rail. He's done a lot of damage to Xron now. He's going to fall off, and he can't get the Mega. Spots another totem. And Cypher might be able to lock down. This is a really dangerous spot for Xron. He's trying to hit a rail. A rail could possibly have saved his chances. Rocket, this isn't enough. There is a totem out. So, oh my god, LG to follow up. 4 HP left all of a sudden. Rocket is going to hit the rail, cannot be found. And the shotgun, long range Xron knew that he had got Cypher weak. Insane that he managed to hold himself for so long. He's going to get a totem. He can't put it down in time. But good damage on Cypher's clutch. Now he's got his own to try and negate everything that Cypher's just done.
I am so surprised that Cypher didn't get that kill and that Xron was able to come back from that fight. The shield has been popped, and look at the distance Cypher's been able to create. He's taken a couple of shotgun blasts every once in a while, but he hasn't been killed just yet. And just like obviously say it, eventually will fall to Xron. Trying to get that shield back up. With 78 HP, I mean, Galena is not going to be one of the quickest heroes to get around the map, even though she's called Galloping Galena. And I think Xron's going to get some distance to heal.
Yeah, you can see the desperation from Xron as well, how he's like, I need to get the kill right now. And he was going to chase around the globe if it meant, you know, securing that frag. He's got his shield back up, Cypher vulnerable, rocket lands. Xron is in the map, and with a round on the board.
Prepare to fight.
No, that's good. Xron's not dead just yet, or not out of the first map just yet. He still has a long hill to climb, though, to get back into this one. But it's going to start off this first pick. What is he going to go for this time? Going for the
clutch first, right?
Oh no, Xron's going.
We've had a little change.
God damn it, to hang
around by that. Rail, Cypher just with the LG. I was hoping that maybe that totem could be put to some help, but Cypher had already dodged that. And within 15 seconds put a disadvantage when he still needs to lock down this round to have a chance at the map.
And there's still 10-second difference between the major pickups, so it's very possible that Cypher could just kind of put his foot down here if he gets to Heavy in time. And then transitions right into Mega. Yeah, he's going to do just that. And now what does Xron do? Well, he hits one rail, but that one rail is really not going to be enough damage to stop Cypher from picking up this Mega too.
Coming at you.
Well, that's not going to follow that. Cypher just trying to wait for some information. Can't really overcommit to these angles, and there is. All the info he needed. Well missed though. Xron's going to slip away and put himself on Heavy. And that's great info for Xron. Knowing that Cypher's not down there already, is like, right, well, I'll bump myself up a bit and have a crack. Brilliant vertical rail from Cypher.
Angles they go for rails with. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Those are seriously hard to hit.
Well, meantime, Cypher's been able to take away Mega. It's a lot more of a slower pace round so far, I guess, even though Xron has lost Galena.
Yeah, I think he wants to slow it down. Cypher's looking for those opportunities to do damage all the time. Whereas Xron's kind of like, I don't want... It's like I can't play into his hands too much. Looks for the mid-air. Does actually go through the teleporter, but with the railgun, that is such a risky move to make. Looking for another rail shot. He has the LG out now, and he's going to go in with the shotgun. Brilliant use of weapons, but what a risky balls out play to make in the first place.
Well, now he's got the clutch, so I'm looking for that guaranteed kill. Not guaranteed, not even close to guaranteed, to be fair. That high chance, a high probability of a kill. Dyer's gonna come in, and Xron's gonna get some distance. Oh, he just... I actually thought he failed the jump there with the orb. But he does get away. Still low on health, but...
He gets away, but he doesn't even force the shield out. The only thing that happens is he's lost the vast majority of his health and armor. And there's still a chase that can happen. He does get a good rocket to rail combo. Which could serve him well in this next fight upcoming. But there it is. Shield versus shield. There is armor, and Xron found a gap there to somehow land some damage. And it's his last champion. He knows Heavy's going to be up next. And he has to run, basically, until he can find some more health. And that shield back up, of course.
I actually don't know where he found that gap from that shield.
I don't either.
I don't even know if Cypher
Maybe
even
gap on
shot
the
there.
side. There was like a sort of... I know when you get very close, like essentially touching, that it is possible to do that. So you generally, as a clutch, you don't want to go right on your opponent. You want to be close to, but not completely on it.
Oh. Great little shot by Xron. It's another 100 damage. That should be it. And Xron has been able to equalize here.
Yeah, very nice. And with that Galena going up and down the bounce pad, you're not going to get much easier shots than that. Xron secures it nicely. And really, now it's close. Are we going to get the reverse sweep on map 1 from Xron? Or has Cypher got something to show us?
We're definitely going to find out here. It's going to be Galena again against Ranger. Cypher not using the clutch off the bat. What are they going to do? I don't know. Xron most likely be working towards rockets. He's been hitting a lot of really good rails here too. You know, I kind of questioned some of them when they played against against Kilston earlier, but he's definitely stepped up here and already gets that initial frag on a Cypher off the bat.
Oh, for sure. He finds a lovely fadeaway just there, and frag number 1's going to mean a lot. I'm not confident in his ability to stay alive right now. It will be, honestly, a real feat to take down the clutch when he's lacking mobility with this champion. But, you know, this is the risks that both Xron and Cypher have taken in this composition. Is that you've got that one champion short, very good with the totems. You can really stabilize your stack a lot. You've got a nice stack anyway to begin with. But you really are vulnerable versus the clutch. And that is a huge rocket. He's not really landing any damage himself, and Cypher gets the revenge kill.
Yeah, that was really good. Very good. Especially that initial rocket that did land. It just did, I think, about 80 damage to Xron, and there was just no coming back from that, especially with the shield pop. But it's going to be clutch v clutch. And Cypher last time got chased down by Xron. And the shotgun of Fury that Xron was putting off, he's going to spot him out as well. Even 15 seconds, if he can just buy a little bit of time, which I don't think he's going to be able to do just now, is he's going to continue to spam this LG, looking to chip away for the refrag coming back in. Xron gets the kill. And now Cypher again. Galena, the last champion for him. Not the fastest of champions out there. To close the gap against Xron in his 20 seconds, I don't know how likely that's going to be.
Yeah, he needs to push. He's going to get Mega. I don't know if he actually went and got rockets, but the important weapon for him really are kind of shotgun, rail, and lightning gun. And if Xron's able to stay alive, this is bad news for Cypher. I almost feel like Cypher shouldn't have even gone to Mega and should have just found some more chip damage. Because Xron's got that almost full natural stack. Game is hard right now. I think Cypher's going to know it. He's moved in here. LG, the armor's up, which Cypher actually takes. This has given him some hope. But the rocket is going to land. And that means that Xron is going to swipe that map from under Cypher's feet. But it was 2-0 to the Belarusian. It's now 3-2 to Xron.
Really can't count him out, can you, Xron?
You can't.
That was so well done at the end there. Again, great timing, great use of game sense, I guess is the best word I'm looking for here. Able to create some distance against Cypher, knowing that Galena was his last champion. And then, hey, it allowed him to get his shield back up, allowed him to get a fight he wanted to towards Heavy, even though he lost Heavy.
It was close, though. That was very risky. That fight was a lot closer than it should have been, when Xron should have got himself the Heavy. It was... I feel like it was a dangerous fight for Cypher to pick, because he wanted to challenge for that Heavy. But you know, he picked that choice, that moment to go for it, so... I'll say. We've got Blood Run.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Blood Run. Hey, let's see how this one goes. I kind of hope Cypher wins this map, because obviously I want to see a third map here. But because of, I want some revenge from him from the last time I saw him on Blood Run in Italy against Vu. So we'll see what he's going to be picking up. Do you think we're still going to see clutches? Or do you think are we going to see any strain away from it from either of these players?
I believe we'll see clutches on this map. There's a couple of good straight line corridors that work well for him, but I'm prepared to have them throw it in my face. We'll have to see. I believe we're going to. Okay. I'm going to get it started now.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the question is it Visor? Is it Galena? Is Ranger actually going to get picked? So, I think range is an important one, so Ranger +1.
Was even Doomslayer potentially in there as well? I think, I don't know, I kind of agree with Inns, and I don't say that often, about Galena on Blood Run.
I hate saying that.
I know, it just feels wrong. That Galena, I don't know, I don't feel like she's that great on this map.
Prepare for draft.
Like on Veil,
You have
obviously,
been saying that a lot. I quite like Galena
I don't
here,
think she's that great. I mean, I don't think she's that amazing. There's a couple of like decent places you can put the totems, but all of those totems can easily be destroyed from another angle. That doesn't take you too far out of your way.
I think that Galena is strong there, but I think the issue for that is that there's also some other very strong champions here too, such as you already mentioned, Doom. Visor is very strong on Bloodrun also. I think you can even make a champion like Nyx work. But we'll have to see. We've had the Ranger and the clutches from the players. Now the question is, who's the complementary product on the side?
Yeah, you said Nyx, but Kilson's not here to play, so.
No, indeed. Alright, so Galena for Xron and Visor for Cypher. So he's going to split the difference between us. So the winner of this map can determine who's right.
Is that
Maybe?
how it works?
Well, it is now.
I mean, because you're saying that there's a 50-50 chance that Inns is right.
I'm not willing to decide the odds. I don't want to put them out there.
Well, what do you think they're going to start off with?
Also,
Maybe my kingdom.
I would imagine like Ranger.
actually, mostly we've not been seeing Clutch first. Often Clutch comes in a little later to take down a weakened champion, and he's kind of like middle of the pack. You usually aren't going to have the Clutch right at the end either. So I see a Galena here. Is that Xron's? It's got to be. It's pink.
Wow. Alright, so Cypher on Ranger, and Xron on Galena. Initially, Cypher's going to take away the armor. I'm going to go over to Rockets. And Xron, no Rockets just yet, but was able to get Mega. And most importantly, not take any rail damage when he's crossing over to Mega.
Yeah, he's got plenty of health to work with. Was he trying to do some like vac angles right now?
He's Flusher.
I think he's trying to be the Flusher of Quake Champions. I'm pretty certain of that.
I'm actually proud of you that you understood that. I wasn't so sure if you would.
I'm a cultured individual in the realm of esports. Oh my god, this Tribolt's not really doing everything Xron wants. Now the algae is going to go up against him. Has he got health bubbles to follow? He does, but Cypher's damage is OP sometimes. And he still has a stack to work with. Xron did not engineer that fight very well.
Kind of surprised considering that Xron fell back to a totem to heal, then fell back to 2 health bubbles, and he still lost the fight with Cypher having this amount of stack left. That's pretty insane, to be honest.
Yeah, Cypher hitting hard right now. I would have loved to have seen that from his angle, actually. Uh-oh. Ooh, the dire orb. That may have hurt a bit. John's got to watch out. That rocket didn't quite hit. Wait. I'm so confused right there. I think he used the dire orb to go through, and it took even Cypher a moment to figure out that he was over at Rockets. Rocket jump from Xron to get away. He is really, really weak. Sorry, my mind just got like totally blown. I have no idea what's happened.
Stay hydrated, Zoot. We still have 2 more matches to come after this.
I got water. Let's go.
Well, Xron's trying to get away here. Both have dire orbs. Cypher's able to close the gap, and a beautiful rail to open things up with forces Xron to take the teleporter. But again, keeping Xron on the defensive here, Cypher. He's gotten the heavy. He's gonna have Mega, and this is the strong start. But keep in mind, Cypher had a strong start on the last map on Rings of Sarnath that he still lost while being up 2-0 in rounds.
Yeah, you can't count Xron out till the very end. He's not the type of person who just gets demotivated after losing a couple of rounds. He'll be fighting the whole way. And what he'll be looking at is if he is weak and if he is out of control like he is now, he's happy to wait around corners of the dire orb. I mean, he'll do whatever it takes. I think Cypher should have spotted him then. Dire orb down the bottom. Xron not really moving, not exposing himself to any damage that Cypher can hit.
Seems like he's keeping him controlled. Like, even with the dire orb usage there, just kind of like, yeah, I know like generally where you are, and I don't want you crossing to Mega at all. It's really kind of limiting the map that Xron maybe wants to use. But even with the stack, it's been a lot of time that's gone by without Cypher really putting any real damage into Xron, and vice versa. Xron really not hitting too much on a Cypher, so kind of a standoff between the two.
Well, that was a fake rocket jump just then. It did push Xron to move. Rail. Oh, he's going to hit it. Xron's going to get out there. He was railable at that point. Thing is, you can tell the way Cypher's playing that he wants to get a kill, and he's not comfortable with just having a 1 frag lead in this round. But that could end up being a frustration, because Xron will play this till the end.
And you also notice that,
you know, make that last second move.
And Cypher delayed the Mega 2 for a couple seconds, since obviously he knew with Xron being just there that it was up. Guys, still delays gonna allow him to potentially pick this up again and kind of staggers Xron in the movement he wants to get around the map. That, I swear that rail caught like the knee, like the edge of Xron's knee or something. This ain't Skyrim, son, but he gets 100 damage down, and now Xron again is still trying to find a way back into this round.
Yeah, he's not been able to find much, and the only reason he survived that rail is because of that 25 health bubble behind the sort of the pillar by heavy machine gun. Cypher perpetuating that control.
Stopwatch.
Mega up in a moment.
Warning.
Cypher just taking away some hourglasses, ensuring he's got that dire orb soon. And he's right behind him. There's going to be one rocket. Dire orb to follow up. Cypher, he's also dire orbed up. But Xron got some good damage there. Almost equalized the stacks, and the items aren't up for at least 10 seconds.
That was actually a beautiful little bait there.
Yeah, this is a different pace. I like the trap from Xron, but what can he do from this? All of a sudden, Cypher doesn't want the kill. He's just looking at the clock. Yeah,
30 seconds to go. He's got dire orb up, so he can at least create some distance when he needs to. He's gonna wait for Xron to use his first, obviously, but once he keeps running, what can Xron do? He's got to go for the dire orb kill.
Well, he knows that the dire orb's being used, so if he can just get within reach or within sight of Cypher, then he can still get something done. We've got 3 seconds left.
Oh.
He hasn't turned around. He's moving the wrong side of the map, and Cypher, he's just hiding. But another dire orb's gone out. He's got to push her back towards him. We've got 2 seconds left, 1 second left. He can't get the vision. And we're going to get Cypher winning the first round of Blood Run.
Prepare to fight.
Really well done.
Couple of wrong turns there from Xron.
I liked Xron's little trap that he set up, because if he hit that dire orb, that would have been like a tie. That would have been equalizing things, and that would have allowed him to at least drag out a little bit longer into sudden death. And then Cypher as well, keeping the aggression up, and then realizing, okay, 30 seconds left, I can slow it down now, and force Xron to be the one to be aggressive against me to pick up the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Xron's trap was pivotal in him giving him a chance to come back, but Cypher, I don't like the way that he was using the dire orbs very much, because that's his escape tool right there. When that dire orb is down, that means that if Xron can lock down his position, Cypher's got no immediate escape whatsoever. It's kind of like, you fight. So I think Cypher might have to be a little bit careful on that, because Xron will pounce when he sees that you're or even vaguely vulnerable.
Now I can understand using Galena in the beginning of a round to get that early control with the totems, but Cypher's just getting around the map so much quicker using this dire orb, and now they're going for the fight. Yeah, that was really well done by Xron, actually, coming from the high ground, I guess, with those rockets against the LG.
Yeah. Don't think Cypher was expecting those kind of shots. He didn't have a place in that part of the map now. A little bit of spam. We can see the tri-bolt coming out. He's got rockets, rail. Is he going to follow up for another shot? He can't quite find it. Cypher's moved away for the mega health. This is bad news, though, for Cypher still. Here's him. No rail landing. Got a chance of this. Oh, the flick. Not going to get a chance with it.
Oh, this might be it, though.
Cypher.
Yeah, locked into a corner, gets an LG. You're not escaping that. And Xron, just like he did in the first map of Rinse of Sarnath, is fighting back here. All on Visor now for Cypher against the 2 champions minimum he has to kill.
As long as that full control, it feels almost like that situation last round where Cypher was running the control of Ranger. The thing is, there's going to a different array of options for Xron with a sort of reduced mobility. But Visor only got the piercing sight to work with, and he did not detect Xron coming there. That LG will clean up the round and made to look a lot easier than the first round for Cypher.
Yeah, a lot easier. And
round begins in.
Now moving to round 3 here, and Xron starting to take the control back. A clean 3-0 sweep as well, considering the first round was a 1-0. I think Xron's going to be very happy about that. And I think even Cypher as well, obviously not losing the round is not going to be happy about, but the quicker pace, more aggressive style to both players, I think they're both going to enjoy.
Initiated.
Now let me ask you this, why don't Galena players nail gun themselves for like 1 damage against a wall and then pick up a health bubble to get their totems back up? Do they really just try to save the health bubble for, yeah, like that?
We probably don't see it more, I'm guessing, because they also cherish their armor a bit, but it's also just if it's coming to mind at that stage. He hadn't done enough damage to Cypher that he really needed to take the health bubbles himself. But it's kind of like reducing that cooldown, because I think it's 5%. cooldown reduction on your totems for every health bubble you take. So it's tough to tell. You don't want to like be shrinking all your armor and picking up all the health bubbles, because that armor is padding your stack nicely.
Again, another totem's gone down. He's got 2 set up here, and Mega's coming back up. Looks like Cypher will secure the Mega. It might try to go for heavy. No, Dyer's not up, but that's going to be 100 damage done from the Tri-Bolt. It's a Tri-Bolt meta, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the rail, though, he went back in with 74 health and 6 armor. It means that you don't even have to zoom to be vulnerable, and I mean, you're not going to just assume Cypher's going to miss the rail. You can't be naive about it. I think Xron will kick himself. Maybe he just didn't think he was available then.
This aggression at Cypher, too. Xron knew he had nowhere to run. Went for the Dyro kill and got absolutely nothing out of it. So now Cypher, after he just lost the last round 3-0, might be able to pick up a 3-0 himself. He's up against Clutch now. And Heavy's up in 1 second time. He's going to be very scared to go for the jump here, but he does make it. But at what cost? Doesn't have a lot of health. Denies the armor away from Xron, yes, but...
Xron's got to respect that Dire Orb. That's one thing that's really hard to chase into a tight corridor when that option for Cypher is available. Going to come close now. He misses the Dire Orb, but gets close to the teleporter. Xron looking the wrong way and has popped his shield. So that was really nice for Cypher.
Uh-oh. That rail, that could have been really deadly. Well, could have been at least good out of Xron. It would have been deadly at all since Cypher has such a stack. But either way, Cypher has the control yet again here. He's got a 15-second window to work with against Xron. With no shield being up. But looks like Cypher wants to focus more, though, on picking up these items and keeping this control. He's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, but he's also up 2 champions.
Rocket behind him. And he's going to have to do a bit more work now. My issue for Cypher is that now the shield is back up. He's got to do all the work he did before. Again. Xron's just going to drop now. Dyro goes up.
Oh!
Xron, if that rail finds him at the top before he drops from the air, that's going to be the Ranger down, and Cypher might regret his actions. I think he had to finish the round beforehand.
I thought Cypher was going to get away from that. I could have sworn he was going to get away from that. That was a great shot. That is Xron with the rail. The shield comes in. Xron's shield's going to be up right now, and he can push directly against Cypher. He could potentially pick up this kill and equalize things.
Oh.
Round 3 complete.
Really, really close there. We are going to be seeing that round from Cypher. And he's going to put himself on the map point 2. So we could still get to tiebreakers. And we've been getting a bunch of tiebreakers today. I say about 2 of the 3 games we've had so far have gone to tiebreaker.
That's still technically a bunch.
Yeah, I'll go with that. The majority, for sure.
Again, it's going to be a Ranger versus Galena. Cypher doesn't really have much to work with in terms of guns. And Xron, he went for the chase, but he went the wrong direction. He's got him locked against a wall. The dart comes out, and Xron is still going to get the better of Cypher.
Very nice from Xron. Had to watch out for the Dire Orb a little bit, but it was kind of a sort of almost a flick Dire Orb. The accuracy wasn't quite there. Xron had to just focus on where was that LG going. Scary moment for Xron there as he felt that Clutch was going to be imminently approaching. This is it. How's he going to be able to run? Oh, that totem was there. Cypher almost popped it with the shield, but he's going to get a pretty clean frag overall. And now we see kind of the Clutches going versus each other.
Being chased by Clutch is a thing of nightmares, Zuzu, and that's going to shield again for Xron. Cypher's at 15 seconds to go. He actually has a big window to play with now. And he knows he has a stack advantage too. That Mega's going to allow Xron to keep fighting a little bit longer. But the full HP, full armored Cypher.
Whoa.
The rails he's hitting, the health bubbles he's getting, he could force the fight, he could force the situation. He's got his shield up, and there you go. He gets the frag.
Okay, nice thing for, again for Xron is that he's got the shield used. Almost gets the kill. Long range shotgun against Clutch is very, very powerful due to his size. 8 health left. Cypher, did he deny the armor? I think he did.
Yeah, he picked it up.
Well, that's a slight nuisance for Xron, but we've got Ranger versus Visor. Xron to secure this kill. This will allow him to still challenge for the map win and for a possible 2-0 versus Cypher.
Oh yeah, I forgot Xron's actually winning 1-0 in the series. With how this map's been going, I thought actually Cypher's in lead for some reason. It's been a long day already, Zoot. Armor's gonna be there again. And Xron wants to make the jump.
Hello.
Gets with the dire orb and also Mega's up too.
Jump.
Impressive.
Oh, the rails. Ron, what an angle. He's going to find another 100 damage. He's got to lock down this kill. This round is surely his. Doesn't quite land the rail. Any amount of damage. There's just Cypher chipping away at him. Cypher gets out of there. And it's really difficult for now for Xron to push in for a kill. Like an entry rocket or the initiation damage from Cypher could lead to a kill. Armor's up. He pushes through. He's right in front. He's going to get the rail just before he can pick up the armor. So we're going to get 2 for 2 now. And Cypher's got to be thinking, not again. Please, not again.
Round begins.
Yeah. I mean, Cypher won the first round and won the third round with Xron taking 2 and 4. So you come down to this here. Xron could pull off a 2-0. Guaranteed himself a spot in the Sunday. Not necessarily sure what position it would be going into yet, but at least make it through into the playoff stage. And not being the one knocked out of Group A. Be Ranger versus Galena again. Looks like Xron spotted Cypher out. Darb comes through. Smartly enough, Cypher's not actually going to commit and take that one. So he's going to retreat away to Rockets. Xron might try to go meet him. Still missing out on the Rockets at the moment. Maybe just wait for Heavy to come back up.
There's one rail. Looking for an angle. Guessing that he's going to go on the left. Not going to guess right, but that's okay. He's still got his full natural, which is decent, but he's going to have to wave goodbye to those 2 major items that went in the way of Cypher.
I do like the way Cypher used the dire orb, at least for control. Trying to like push you into one direction so you can move somewhere else. Like for instance, getting the Heavy there, transition right into Mega off the back.
He is zoning with it. Is that how you'd call it, I guess?
Yeah, zoning. Zoning orb.
Death is the only release. I will not grant.
Mine's off the top because you realise that was a dire orb. Can't really give up another 100 damage to Cypher. Just little wobbles in the dodge. And that's going to be an extra 100 damage for Xron. Going to use the nail gun to get himself up to armor. He's got access to the Mega too. Nicely done by Xron, but ammo low on the rail. Needs that rocket launcher. And this is actually a good... I say a good start to the map. I think it was a bit stronger for Cypher originally, but at this stage, definitely Xron looking decent.
I mean, Xron just kind of reversed the situation for himself, where he lost out in Heavy, he lost out in Mega. He was actually able to take both in that last skirmish, maintain the stack advantage, and kind of put Cypher in a precarious position. Going to be Dire Orbing on top of that armor. Take 56 damage and the LG off the back of that. That's going to be a great route of Xron as well. Uses that totem just block off the position. Gets the heal off of it too, most importantly, before picking up the Mega to make sure he can get that stack as high as he possibly can. And Cypher might be dead. Oh my
god.
Don't
there you
it.
go, Cypher. He needed that. He was in critical condition just there. Xron had kind of fumbled a little bit because who would have thought that Cypher was going to go back up the bounce pad? That's just the way that movement played out. But Xron possibly going to go into angry mode now. He's got the clutch out. If he can get a clean kill, it's going to be hard. Still can get himself into this round.
It's still going to be hard to use clutch here. If Cypher fights Xron somewhere on the low ground, then just gets the shield pop, then dire orbs away, and doesn't get sniped in the air this time when he's falling, then he completely eliminates that big ability that clutch has that almost secures you a kill. So far, Cypher's playing on the high ground at the moment. I would imagine going to be switching over to Mega here. We'll go tag along with Xron for now on the clutch. It's actually directly above him.
Ooh.
Those rails.
A rail. Oh my god. And another. Okay, this is
Why can't you do
very,
that in our
very
duels?
good for this one. I do that all the time. What are you talking about? 9,500 damage, Jason. Don't get mad at me when you brought it up. Let's follow the action. Oh my god, he keeps hitting rails! Cyril's gonna go through. Tries to find him at the Mega, but Cypher being very mobile.
Impressive.
Rails for rails. This is no way certain for Xron, and he's kind of struggling to stack up. He really needs to get the kill soon, because if he gets the kill, sure, he gets the sudden death. But when he gets the kill, he's going to be really vulnerable to the champion that Cypher uses. So he kind of needs that exchange to happen as soon as possible. And that first part is him making himself vulnerable to Cypher's Ranger.
Or ideally,
that viral going out.
To say, or ideally, get a kill without using the shield, but he had to commit to it that time. And actually shielded him away from Mega so you can pick it up on the way back. So that vulnerability period he does have, it's alleviated a little bit with that extra HP in his pool. And Cypher wants to go on the chase. I think Xron's just trying to drag it out a little bit. Wait out his shield cooldown the best he can, and then play off of that.
Cypher really wants to push in for the kill right now. He does not want to go to sudden death. I think if we do go to sudden death, then maybe Xron's going to have a bit more of a chance. But first of all, we've got to go through that whole phase where Cypher's control is so much better than Xron's. This is now... Yeah. Unless we can see some kind of equalization in stack, Cypher is for sure a favorite.
Sudden death.
Oh, anything can happen here. Cypher just dropped. Gonna go back for the armor. Misses it a second time. Gonna go for a third time.
What is he doing?
Nope, missed it again.
What the?
Just playing mind games. There we go.
There we go. Got it, man. Well done.
Just trying to delay for Mega to spawn back in, I guess. I don't know, trying to make up some sort of reason for that. I mean, we've seen him kind of suicide with Clutch a couple times in the past, so I wouldn't doubt if it's his jumping skill on Clutch.
Xron's going to wait to the end of time, I think, to keep himself alive. He knows that this is his home. If he does hear Cypher coming in, one side or another, he probably can escape. But there's no fight that can really be on his terms. Unless he builds up that armor stack. Going to venture out. Be careful, it's dangerous out there, Xron.
It's dangerous. Take this with you. Don't go alone. As I butcher the meme. But Xron's playing really slow, considering. Just trying to slowly work his armor back up, only at 75 at the moment. He's avoiding a lot of these fights and a lot of this damage. And now his shield's gone, but he's able to put down a hell of a lot on the Cypher.
That's not too bad from Xron. He can't get the air rocket, though. I think he pushed a little bit too hard right at the end. He's going to give up the round eventually to Cypher. We're going to get another 3-2, and we're going to go to the tiebreaker.
Corrupted keep. So no more rails between these two players who have been hitting phenomenal shots. It is CK, right?
That is true.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Just making sure. Like that silence made me question myself there.
No, sorry. Yeah, absolutely right. 9 of 17 rails on that last round for Xron, 52%, 5 of 15 for Cypher. And let's go all...
Only 11k damage. Those are amateur numbers. Need to step those up.
11k damage. We had a nice... had a Shub Slayer in that one, which definitely would have padded the stats out a bit. I think that only does 8,000 or 9,000 damage as far as I know, so he still had a pretty massive damage advantage over Xron. Corrupted keep, and we're golden to go forward.
Yeah, just go straight into it.
Alright. I'll just let them catch their breath for a moment, and then we'll float in. Have you got any prediction for this one?
No. I remember, we wouldn't do any predictions. Because we don't want to argue.
You've put predictions on me.
One.
I mean,
and I said at the start, and I agreed with you. I said 2-0 as well. I don't want to make you look bad in the prediction game, because you already make me look bad enough when it comes to twos.
Well, cheers. I'm not going to fight you. It'll make you feel worse. I think I said at the beginning that I'd put Cypher at a mild advantage.
Prepare for draft.
So I think I'm going to have to call Cypher to win this one now. But it's close. We can see that they've played 10 rounds on 2 maps. Got the start of the third going. It's a tough call. Xron, he's going to get the clutch. Also, clutch ranges both sides. And who's that third one? It's going to be, is it Galena?
Probably Galena, yeah.
Visor. Visor for Xron.
Damn it.
Visor for Cypher.
This is why I don't predict things. This is why I don't predict anything.
But it's tough to tell because, I mean, Galena makes a bit more sense in some way. Because you've got those teleporters, you can kind of control certain zones a little more easier, or at least make things inconvenient for your opponent. But Visor right now, with very fast strafe speed compared to others. He's got a great stack. Piercing Sight provides great information, but obviously you're relying on just your stack rather than totems that can heal you around. You haven't got hypermobility with abilities rather than just the strafe. But let's do this, guys. This is a super high tier game. This isn't just some of the top players in Europe. This is some of the top players in the world at the moment. Xron and Cypher to see who's going to win their series and have been a good place to top their group.
Oh, this is a good start by Xron. He's got Cypher locked in, and Cypher has no dire orb. The shotgun comes out because he's run out of LG ammo. He's run out a little bit in his mime. There he goes. Xron takes the first frag. Cypher a little overcommitted into that fight. It's a little bit of delay between the two items, but I don't think it's going to be big enough as Cypher charges straight through. And the rocket jump, he gets Goomba stomped as he goes for it, and Cypher gets the kill.
It was a brilliant idea from Xron to rocket jump back up, but yes, Cypher was above him at that stage. Now Xron's going to come straight back out. He's got the shield, and the starting shotgun is going to do the job. He's managed to pick up the mega health afterwards, so his stack looks alright. His weaponry looks alright. If he gets the, his ability back up, then he's looking alright, Jason.
So what I take from this is alright.
Alright.
Matthew McConaughey over there. It's been a minute. 3 frags have been shared here between these two players, and not to mention a 4th. As Cypher is going to get the LG push against Xron.
Mega should go to Xron. Cypher maybe not expecting him to be directly down there, but that LG damage is phenomenal. That dire orb is going to need to send him somewhere happy. Otherwise, dreams of this round are going to be over. And that... what? I couldn't have done less, actually. What did that statue ever do to you?
Round 1 complete.
At least it happened on round 1 for Xron. And not on one even more important than that one. But that dire orb was meant to help him in some way, somehow.
I think that was a little bit of a misclick. I think he hit the wall when he was meaning to go through towards nail gun there.
Coming at you.
I mean, that's usually what you usually go to the health bubbles in the nail gun room. I think Cypher was ready to kind of counter over there. But regardless, we're into round 2. We're on... oh, at least I'm on Cypher's perspective. We've got items up in 15 seconds. One very good rocket. Dire orb is going to be spot on to take the first frag.
10 seconds to go on his next dire orb too, and Xron. Just switch over to that clutch. Who's got the rocket, most importantly. As you mentioned, those mega items can be secure now for both these two players. The Cypher's going to back away. He's not going to be able to deny really much to Xron, especially with the shield up. Essentially, the shield going to be used. 100 damage being done. He used the dire orb to still get away and just get away in a different position. The shield's now gone, and Cypher still picks up the kill.
I love what Cypher's doing with his dire orb. It's really breaking Xron's mind. Are we looking for a mid-air? Not going to quite get it. But Xron's still weak, so the heavy machine gun is absolutely fine. Cypher takes a minute and a second to get his second round.
Prepare to fight.
Big plays from Cypher. His dire orb through Xron when he was using clutch was just like the ultimate mind bender for Xron.
Well, he did 100 damage, and he got into the other side of the map to get some distance for that shield to just wear down. And that, if that 100 damage wasn't there, there's no way Cypher would have won that little duel.
Exactly as you say as well, the time just delaying him looking around, all that helps when that ability's up as it's ticking away to its uselessness.
Well, piercing sight's down, dire orb's down. I'm able to spot each other out. It's a game of Counter-Strike now between the two with the M4s. And now over towards the rockets.
Much more reliable.
Yeah. Cypher's able to trade some decent damage back in. And look at that 60 damage now done. Maybe that was 75. I can't do math, especially on stream. But Cypher, not as healthy as maybe he'd like to be. He's having those 2 health bulbs off to the side, plus the mini armor there. Cypher's going to secure his own. He's walking directly into a trap.
Boom!
Kills don't get easier than that.
Yeah. Literally walked right into it. Xron has gone airborne. He does get himself a direct, but not much good was going to come from that. He was like, I feel like I need to move somewhere. Just anywhere. Oh, Heavy's going to be up behind it. Xron needs to chase this one down. Shotgun will find its target. He's going to get himself Heavy. He's got health bubbles to go to. And he could actually go pretty aggressive on Cypher at the moment, who's got just his starting stack.
It's a very big round for Xron too. If he loses this, there's still technically, I think, a chance for him to not make it through to tomorrow or to Sunday. Don't quote me on that.
If who loses? No, if
Xron?
For one of the losers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there could be a chance for one of the losers.
Could be a chance. So basically, he needs to pick up these rounds. He needs to get himself back into this one. We're on our third map. He needs to get this next kill, or at least keep this man advantage. But he's got 3 minutes to do that for which damage rocket. It's gonna be decent, but again, keeping his distance, waiting for that shield at the right time. And Cypher now with piercing sight available. It's just chipping away at
damage. Yeah, I mean, it's been over kind of a few different angles, but it's really dropped the stack a lot. It's gonna go hit. Rocket jump up, that's actually only hurt him, and we're gonna put one more rocket. He's on 5 health. Xron's alive. Barely, but alive.
That's all that matters too, because he gets the round. He keeps himself alive in this match. Definitely can fight his way back into this one. Keep in mind, on Runes of Stardust, he was down 0-2. And he still came back to take it 3-2. So you definitely can't cut him out at all. Very possible. Seeing what Wade's been able to play against Kilson, Wade's been able to fight back against Cypher. Definitely doable for this man.
Lots of information. Oh, I think he would have waited for the leap for just a fraction longer, but he gets good LG either way. Has to wait to see what Cypher decides to do, but it doesn't matter because he's going to get the frag anyway. I'd love to see him deny some of the hourglasses actually straight away from Clutch. He's got some behind him, but really it's like, what's the safest position I can take?
The place on the other side of the map from Clutch, probably.
Yeah, just get the hell away from him.
He gets Mega at the perfect time, though. Shield comes in, he's being chased. Look in the wrong direction. But Cypher's still not healthy at all. Look how low he is. He's actually being forced to back away, and now him, with the shield gone, with the advantage he just had, it's completely diminished.
There's one of those hourglasses, but he's got piercing sight if he wants it. This should be a lot of damage for him. He does find the hourglasses for Cypher, but he's going to lock down the kill anyway. Only visor for Cypher to go. Are we going to get a 15th round between the two of them?
I think it's doable. I honestly think it's doable. If piercing sights are down, Xron's got the health. He's got the momentum. Most importantly, here's Cypher. He wants to get aggressive. He wants to finally put a frag on the board, and we know Cypher can tilt really easily, or at least get very frustrated in his own play. Heavy armor's coming up, and Cypher's on the high ground position around us, so he has the control of this. He's taking a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, that's a huge amount. And more information. Armor's up now, but the LG is still going to do its job. 2 for 2. Round 15 between Xron and Cypher is underway. These guys are very possibly, at least the way they're playing today, playing for a spot in the semi-finals.
2, 1.
This is a nice round to win for either of them, so tensions will be high.
You know, thanks to these two for putting us back on track for time for today. You know, because we were ahead of schedule earlier on, and now I think we're on par, if not a little bit behind schedule.
I think we're probably behind at this stage. We've had so many best of threes going a long way, but I'm not the one to complain.
No, that's what we expect. Again, the Dire comes through to push him in, and the rocket like perfectly well placed where the transition would come in from taking the orb. He's also got himself positioned around Nail with the double health globe, so he's got full HP. A bubble's a globe. Globe is a sphere. You know, come on, chat.
We don't go globes over here.
Well, you guys also still say red armor. Well, there's no red armor in the game.
I mean, I think that's largely an accident at this stage. Come on, let us off the hook, man.
It's fine. We both come from different worlds, but we're here together to cast some Quake. Machine gun comes out. That's a quick 45, 60, 45.
Ooh,
there we go. I really can't do math, and you can see Xron just from range.
Just say 15, 15, 15, 15.
Yeah, I'll do next time. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 16. But he's, again, what's one thing Xron's done better than anyone we've seen today is always having the right gun for the right situation and always chipping away as much damage as he can.
That hurt Xron a lot. Cypher's got an advantage, but those 225s kind of bring Xron back into a territory where he can contest. Good information over here. He's going to look to maybe get behind Cypher, but the main thing is that he didn't get caught out.
Oh, that rocket.
It misses.
I thought for sure that was going to be a connection.
Yeah, Cypher's just got the Mega, followed by the Heavy. And Xron right now is in a world of trouble. And he really doesn't want to give up this frag so easily. At least not without doing good damage and getting that dire orb out so that he can come for the refrag with the clutch.
Oh, he tried to fake him.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I think Cypher didn't even get the better of that trade. I think he took more damage than he did. Darb was used, but again, Cypher gets mega health, and Xron's a little bit too early to mega. At least can spot him going in with the LG. 7-7-7-7-7-7.
That was nice damage from Xron, actually. That was really nice because he got the damage. He pushed Cypher back a little bit. He enabled himself to get the heavy armor, and now he's actually properly challenging in this round again. At least in this matchup, Ranger to Visor. That was a very, very big play, although it looked actually fairly meaningless.
Oh, that's a lot of damage being done.
Yeah, Cypher's just stood there for way too long. He's just taken the mega health, so his health is looking good. But armor up in a moment. Does Cypher want to play this one aggressively? He'll probably get the piercing sight up again in a moment.
3 minutes in, too, and no kills. A lot of damage being done. Piercing sight comes in. Touches the rocket, gets a nice 62, a nice 37, but doesn't matter. Cypher, he gets the telefrag, he gets the kill, and he gets the champion lead here in the last round of our last map in our 4th series of the day.
Yeah, that was the distance he was looking for. If he was going to get close up to Xron, I mean, that was what was going to offer him the angle. If anything, Xron should have been even further back with that piercing sight advantage. Dire Orb is back, though, so Xron's dreams can still be melted. And it's going through hallways like that that are also very difficult for clutch. It's been spotted again.
I don't know if Dire Orbs melt steel beams. I don't know if that's a thing.
They melt everything.
Mega's going to be secured, though, from Xron. Cypher keeping his distance. Most importantly here. He's got a minute left to work around. So if he can keep this lead for a minute, if he can keep this distance for a minute, then he could be looking forward to playing on Sunday with a guaranteed spot. And now Xron, the pressure's on him. Luckily, he's really fast. And I like how Cypher's trying to fight a position that he could easily escape from with the Dire Orb. Oh, there you go.
You know what's just massive there? Is he just got that kill without using the shield. And what I was going to say is if... Oh, and Cypher's just used his shield really early. He wants to get this trade on the clutches done as soon as possible. Mining drill out for Cypher. Cypher somehow gets the kill. How the hell did he do that? There was a massive stack for Xron. Xron's now got to push all the way back to Cypher and bring them to the Ranger Visor fight before it's too late. Dire Orb is going to get the kill, and now we have got the final matchup, the 15th round of the series. One champion remains for Cypher and Xron.
You could say that was a clutch play out of Xron.
Oh, I thought we were above that.
Alright, so we're going to hit sudden death here. Last champion for both these two players in a game that will guarantee them a spot into Sunday. It's going to be Piercing Sight up against Dire Orbs. Can Xron pull out a second one in the round? Or will Cypher be able to turn this damage around with the lead that he does have currently? And pick up this kill. Piercing Sight up in 1 second. He's going to spot him out. Get some early damage in.
So much damage by Xron. He's still got a bit of armor to work with, but I like the spam rockets as well that we're getting from Cypher. They're all adding up. Dire Orb might have to send him back a bit. That is going to be heavy going to Cypher. Xron's going to get mega, but he's even going to get the hell. I like what Xron's doing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Did he just bait him in?
I don't think so. He just came in anyway to check what was happening. That machine gun is very, very important from Xron. He's got a route now to get into nail gun room. Oh my God, I thought that was going to collide with his face.
Cypher on 73 health. Xron coming around from nail gun. Doesn't hit the rocket. Armor's going to be up in 1 second. Whoa. He's going to eat his own rocket. 39 HP left. He's going to sneak this one away, but he's looking to escape. How is he going to get away from this one? He's going to be chased down with no help, but somehow using the speed and hitting, I guess, a decent rocket against Xron was able to help create some distance to stop Xron from going for the chase. Obviously, want to play safe to pick up the Mega and coming back through nail room. And that's going to do it.
LG, such strong LG. 1 point of health left. The shotgun, just as he goes around the corner, he finds the angle. Xron has made another reverse sweep on a map, and it is going to take the series. What a match between these two. And Xron is now a favorite to lead the group, and you know what? I thought he could contend, but I didn't think he could contend that hard. That was sublime by the Ukrainian.
You know what this means, right, Zoot? It means...
What does it mean?
Either Cypher, Kilson, or Sparty's going home.
That's true. That is true. I wonder if Cypher's done enough work now, because the amount of maps he's won... Like, the only thing I'm worried about is Sparty didn't win a map in the series that he lost. I worry that is going to be a lot. So I don't know if it decides anything kind of necessarily. But...
It's too much math for me to do on air. That's going to have to be something we do in a break, to be honest.
Yes. I'm probably going to be looking at it in a moment to try and figure things out and try and put the story forward to people.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, speaking of breaks, by the way, we're going to head to a more of an extended break because obviously with Xron just playing 15 rounds in a row, he obviously wants probably a couple extra minutes in there. So hopefully 5 to 10 minutes we'll be back. I think that's okay for a break for him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's asking for a break in Discord as well. So guys, we're going to head to a short break, but when we come back,